forward.
Is my life story of growing up in the foster care system and juvenile systems and adult correctional facilities to promote positivity on Instagram. I'm hoping to get your vote this year to win a Grammy for Positive Influencer of the Year at the biggest barber expo in the world, located in Connecticut, the CT Barber Expo. And here's why I'm hoping for your vote in 60 seconds. Last CT Expo, I got 10 influencers to follow me back so my content would be seen in the industry, and I've posted a positive reel every single day since, haven't missed a day in a year. Been to 11 different states in order to make these reels. Each state I took to the streets and cut hair outside and interviewed the community to spread positivity. In my own community, I've opened a luxury 10-chair barbershop by myself on the same street where I was a homeless child running away from foster homes, the same street where many people are struggling and homeless right now. I made a safe space and partnered with the local hospital to have doctors in my shop once a month doing mental health checks. I've hosted game nights for the community and open mic nights for positive entertainment. I've flown out influencers to teach classes to educate my community. I've done Christmas toy drives, Thanksgiving dinners, and once a week I do free haircuts for kids. I've spoken at alternative schools and sponsored many community events. I was interviewed 6 times this year for my positive content. Once from Squire, once from Barber TV, once from United Barbers Club, twice from my local radio station, and once from my local news station. And I've shown people they can achieve what they set out to do by fulfilling my New Year's resolution of hosting a barber event this year. And all of this I've done in 1 year since the last CT Barber Expo. The CT Barber Expo is very near and dear to my heart because it not only helped me change my life, but it helped me catapult my career in the industry. So to win a Grammy here would not only be an amazing milestone in my career, but also in my life. So please, vote for your boy Prince the Fit Barber. Yeah! And it's all love, peace, and hair grease. I love you guys. Stay positive, stay fresh, and stay blessed.
All right, welcome to Eye on New England. I'm Tiffany Williams here on News Talk New England and iHeartRadio. And joining me today, Prince Fit Barber from Worcester, Massachusetts. Prince, first of all, we have been here. We just did show number 1. We're on show number 2 real quick. Talk to me about growing up in Worcester, in Massachusetts, and for you, and what you've had to overcome to get to where you are at right now and today.
All right. So like I said, I grew up in the Main South area and like I said, the foster care system. So all over Worcester, really, just running around, bouncing around and stuff like that, and other cities as well. But I'll tell you about my experiences in Worcester. So yeah, in Worcester, really, man, it was really rough growing up because, I mean, every city I've been to in foster care has been rough growing up. But here, man, it's like the Main South area, you know, not necessarily a great area for a kid to be outside running around all the time. And I used to get into a lot of stuff. And again, like I said, I was in this foster care system since birth. So it was never any decisions that I was making on my own, like I want to go do this. And I didn't have any like inclinations to do anything bad. It's just I was trying to get out of the situations I was in. So my entire life has been like a survival struggle mode to try to just make a life. I always say that I've spent my whole entire life trying to make a life, trying to have a life. And so that's what it was. So when you're doing that in the Main South area or in any really bad neighborhoods, like it's you're going to run into a lot of heartache and you're going to bump your head a lot before you start to get the point. And I used to always end up in juvenile systems and in these facilities all the time. So I always tell people as well, I've spent more time in those systems, in the prison system, in the juvenile system. I spend more time in there than on the street. So that's how I would learn my lessons and bump my head so many times. And I would come back out and I'd be like, okay, I learned that lesson. Now let me try and do this, that, and the third. And then I would end up bumping my head again and learning another lesson. It's like if you don't have any guidance or any family member or mother, father, auntie, uncle to guide you and tell you what not to do or what's going to lead you in a bad direction, like you have to actually go down that path yourself and figure it out. And unfortunately, a lot of times you bump your head real hard. And God willing, I didn't bump my head hard enough to where I've done life in prison or I died or I'm out there addicted to drugs right now. So I use the fact that that's not the case to try and help other people not bump their head that hard as well.
And then there's that old saying, it's not always about how you fall, but it's about how you get back up and carry yourself. And obviously, you are a shining example of that. Talk to me about the Connecticut Barber Expo and this Grammy that you are going for.
All right. So the Grammy is for Positive Influencer of the Year. And the reason I want to win it so much is because of the competition and the crowd that I'm in. Like I said, the other guys have over 1 million followers that I'm going up against. It's like I'm the super underdog in this. But every single day I post positivity and I do positive works in the community every single day. It's like the only thing I actually live for. I wake up doing it. I do it all during the day and I fall asleep thinking about how I'm going to do it tomorrow. So with that said, like to win this would basically validate that, and I don't necessarily, I don't want to say that in a way that people are going to get the impression that nobody needs to validate you. You know, that if you know that you're doing what's right in your heart, then do it and go with it. And if it feels good, that means God is respecting that you're doing it. So keep doing it. But you know, a pat on the back or some recognition really feels good sometimes. And in this case, this is the biggest barber expo in the entire world. So that validation would really like make me feel really, really great. And not only that, I post every single day, and people, when I go to these expos, I just went to a barber battle in Boston yesterday. 3 different people walked up to me and told me my content is saving their lives. So with that said, if those people see me win a Grammy, you know what I mean? Like for being positive, and everybody knows where I'm from and how I started in my life. So like it's almost impossible for me to even be positive. Like who is still positive at this point? You know what I mean? So it proves to other people that positivity is the way, man. You're going to get your flowers by staying on a positive path. So it would be really, really important to myself. It would help me feel great, but it would also help the people that follow me in my community know that they can do it through positivity.
It's amazing because when you think of inspiring people for young individuals, you kind of don't, you don't think about people like in my industry or your industry. You think about, professional athletes or Akon or somebody like that. How does it feel when you hear something like that and you walk into a barber battle or something like that and you hear some young person say, "You're an inspiration to me"?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it blew my mind. And like I said, I've never felt a part of this world at all. So I honestly just feel like I'm doing the things that I'm doing in hopes of making a difference, but I never really think that I'm actually making a difference. So when people say it, it's just blowing my mind. I don't even know what to say back to them, to be honest, because in my head, I'm nobody, man. I'm like, how are you? Like you said, people think they're getting inspiration from like, rich people and famous people and people that youth deem to be successful. I'm just Prince. I'm still on Main South right now. My shop's right there. I'm leaving there to go right back to Main South right now to go to my shop. Like I'm nobody in this world, and people are being inspired by me. And it's because like I'm just staying diligent and staying focused on it. So that's why that Grammy means so much, because other people are going to see, like, you don't need, people really think that they need to have all this money or they need to be the Akon or the famous person to help somebody. And you don't, man. I woke up this morning, I made a video on it. If you guys want to see all the positive work that I do on Instagram, my name is Prince the Fit Barber. So this morning I made a video because when I come in my shop is the old bicycle alley. So you park in the back. So I go in the back door and then I turn on all the lights and stuff, and then that's when I open the front door, let everybody know we're open for business. I turn on all the lights, I go in the back, I came in, turn on all the lights, open the front door, and there's a homeless man sleeping right on my front step. Dude, so like I said, I'm nobody, but I made his day because I woke him up, brought him down to Dunkin' Donuts, got him coffee, we had a bagel, we talked, I gave him a free haircut, and the dude cried. I was like, bro, I've been homeless. In fact, I was homeless I slept right where you're sleeping. That's why having my shop where it is so important to me as well, because when I was a homeless child running away from foster care, I used to sleep at Bicycle Alley in the back under the awning, exactly where this guy was sleeping. He was just sleeping in the front, not in the back where everybody could see him. But yeah, so I was like, bro, I slept exactly where you slept before, and now I own that building. So I don't own the building, but I own a barbershop inside that building. So it's like, bro, like, you can do it. And the dude started crying, man. And like, I made, as much as I might have made his day, he made my day, man. Because it's like, damn, I actually matter in this world. You know what I mean? That's the kind of like, that's what you feel like when you help people. So yeah, you don't have to be like a superstar or have 1 million followers on Instagram. In fact, those people aren't motivating anybody in real life. They're spitting recycled information to you. They're telling you, if you can see it, you can achieve it. Put one foot in front of the other. Like, we've all heard all those sayings before, and what has that ever done for you? You know what I mean? But when you sit here and you get personable with someone and you talk to them and you let them know that what you've been through, and you share stories with someone, like that's how you motivate people, man. And that's what I feel like I've been doing when I get this feedback from people.
Wow, I almost started to cry right there because that's real talk right there. That's what I like. Wow, I'm baffled. So, to somebody who is, 13, 14, 15 years old, they're in the same predicament. They're looking at you. What advice do you have for them if they want to go into barbering, or they just need advice in general?
All right, well, I will tell you this, man. It's going to be hard, man. And not all, like we look to when we're that age, we feel like adults that try to tell us something positive, like they're doing it for like a certain reason. Like there's plenty of adults like in the juvenile system or just on the streets, and I would go to the boys club or something, play ball, and they'd be adults there and they'd know me and they'd try to tell me stuff. We always think it's like in a fatherly way, and we kind of let it go in one ear and out the other, and we don't think that they really care about us. But I'm telling you for a fact, now that I'm older and I am one of those people, if you're a younger person in Worcester listening to this, there are legit some people that have been through hell and back, and they're really trying to help you, man. So don't take their advice, man. I can name names all day. I'm not gonna, but there's so much community programs here. Woo Cares, Five Forever Young. There's so many people that actually know the streets, that actually know what you're going through, that actually have family that are going through what you're going through. And their information is not recycled information. It's not that if you see it, you can achieve it. It's not that, man. They really know what they're talking about. They really care about you, and they really want to see you succeed, and they really have the resources for you to do so. So lock in with them, like lock in with them for real. They really care about you.
Shout out to 508 Forever Young, Woody Adams over there doing his thing and stuff. And I gotta say, it's important to have inspiring people like yourself in our community, and folks like Woody and Echo and stuff like that that are doing the work on the ground. Wow. Going to the barbershop, it's like going to the dentist, going to the eye doctor. How important is that?
I would say it's more like going to the therapist and going to your counselor. To the therapist, that's right. Yeah, and it's a very important, man. Not only to keep up your grooming, man, but just to keep your sanity. Like if you find that barber, and there's so much barbers in Worcester, so you can easily find a barber for you. So, and I'm not talking about to give you the haircut you want, but the one that you can vibe with, and go in there and make it like all my clients, man. So I got the shop in Maine, and it's really nice and stuff. I opened my second location in Maine, and it's a really nice place, and it's tempting me to be there full time and be here part time. But I can't because I have so many clients that I actually have real connection with that I'm just going to be there part-time and be here full-time still, because it's not about haircut with majority of my clients. There's people that, man, like I said, I have no mother, father, auntie, uncle, brother, sister, cousin, friend, nothing. There's like on Christmas and Thanksgiving, sometimes I just sit in my shop and hang out by myself. There's clients that know that that's what I'm doing and come to my shop with food, come to my shop with a present. Like there's people that like we bonded over these years. So yeah, man, coming to the barbershop is like creating a family member. Like find that barber that's for you, not just the haircut, man, but that one that you can vibe with and talk and get your frustrations out. Some people, there's a lot of guys, I have clients personally that they have no life. They have no personal life. They work all damn day and then they go home. And, you have arguments with your spouse. You have shit going on. Not that they tell me their business with what they're going on, but they need someone to talk to that is not their spouse that they've been arguing with, or not their coworkers that they can't really get into deep, in-depth information with. So they have me, and we just talk, and, they clear their air, clear their mind, and that makes them a better worker when they go home and a better husband when they go home. I mean, better worker when they go to work and a better husband when they go home. You know what I mean? So find that barber that's for you, because it is very important to have like someone that can not only groom you, cut your hair, but also, man, just be a confidant to you. And especially in the black and brown community, we don't even trust therapists and stuff like that. Like we don't want to have actual therapist. And in reality, I think, those, I don't want to down therapy. I don't know anything about it. I've never had a therapist, but I'm pretty sure that they haven't been through the shit I've been through. They just read a book in college and got told to tell me what the book said to tell me. You know what I mean? But there's plenty of barbers that have actually been through it, changed their life, and now they're a working man, or they own their shop, and you can more relate to them, man. And you don't need answers half the time. You just need someone to talk to most of the time. So that's what a barber could be.
I had a friend in New York one time. He said the only difference between a barber and a therapist or a psychologist is that one has a license for actual therapy and
Yeah.
paid extraordinary money to go to college.
For
The other
sure.
one actually has the street experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is so true. It's more than a barbershop. It's a game night. It's a almost like a clinic where people can come in and get their vitals done.
Right.
And now you have something else that's going to be happening at your barbershop as well.
Yeah, barber therapy. I partnered with Derek Kaiser at Fresh Start, and we're going to start a barber therapy program at my shop. I'm not sure of all the details. If you follow me at Prince the Fit Barber on Instagram, you will see when we start really getting into it, what we're doing. And but as far as I know now, he's gave me a few packets. We intake people, and I'm the barber therapist, and we're going to have a few more barber therapists in there, and we're just going to get down to the root of people's problems and help them out.
I like that. Something like first aid therapy right there on the front line.
And I like the way it's set up. Like I said, I don't know too much about it, but I've been reading the package that he sent me, and it's really getting in depth. Because like I said, I despise people trying to help people with regurgitated, recycled information. Just put one foot in front of the other. Yeah, no S, Sherlock.
Yeah.
Like I know that. That's how but I've heard that before, But this is getting down to the root. You do an assessment. So yeah, we have a packet that we give them, and it's an assessment, and then they're going to train me on how to, read the assessment. And then we can actually get down to what is actually your issues and talk about that and work our way through it like that. Instead of you just sitting down and be like, man, I'm mad stressed. I want to make some money. And you just tell the guy, well, you know what? If you see it, you can achieve it. That's not doing nothing for nobody. So I like the way he set it up so we can get down to the root of people's problems.
Not another Instagram or Twitter soundbite.
Yeah, exactly. It's a soundbites. Exactly.
You got the second shop that's opening up in Portland, Maine. Have you started reaching out to some of the Maine Celtics?
You know what? It's funny you said that because I'm there every weekend in Maine, and I just found out about that they got a Maine Celtics, and I am going to reach out to them. Yeah, I didn't even know that. I drove by their stadium. I was like, so what? And the person I was with was like, yeah, that's the Maine Celtics. I don't want to say the bootleg Celtics, but it's like
it's the AAA team
of
the
yeah, exactly of the Celtics. I'm like, oh man, yeah, I'm gonna go over there and holler at them guys.
Yeah, the J League team.
The shop's like right there, right close to there. Yeah.
And also the Worcester Red Sox and Boston Red Sox AA affiliate is right there too.
Oh, I didn't know
Portland,
that.
Maine. So
I didn't know that. Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna be trying.
So you could probably educate
I've tried at the Woo Sox, and if you listen to this, I would love to cut one of them players. So send them my way.
Yeah, David Hamilton looks like he needs a haircut right now.
Yeah, I cut them all. And I'm not even a Boston Red Sox fan. I'm actually a Yankees fan, but I'll take it. I'll take what I can get.
Talking about sports, I got to ask you: UConn or Purdue tonight?
UConn.
UConn.
Only because a lot of my life I spent in, I've split, like I said, back and forth in these foster care systems, and I spent a lot of time in Springfield.
Okay.
And when you're from Springfield, you have this
Hartford. Connection
to UConn for some weird reason. Yeah, I remember one year the boys and the girls won at UConn, and all my boys from Springfield, we went and partied with them at the UConn campus and stuff. So yeah, UConn all day.
Love Springfield, Mass. But also love Hartford. Yeah, everybody always says Springfield should be part of Connecticut.
Yeah, exactly.
It's right there. Your barbershop is located at
1067 Main Street, the old bicycle alley. Right, the parking lot is in the back. It is directly across the street from Barrow's Hardware.
And if people want to book an appointment?
You go to www.palaceelitebarberspa.com, or you can just follow me on Instagram at Prince the Fit Barber and just press the book now button.
Tell me in 5 words what describes you.
Nowadays, honest, hardworking, compassionate, stern, and funny at the same time.
I like that. Nice. Do you consider yourself a man who's pulled yourself up from the bootstraps and just kind of got out there and done what you need to do?
I consider myself a man that is desperately trying to do that, and every day is a hard work in that direction, but the straps are going up higher and higher every day instead of lower or staying the same. So
awesome. Well, folks, that's Prince the Fit Barber. You can follow him on Instagram. Be sure to check out his barbershop and new salon up in Portland, Maine.
Yeah, sure.
Where's that going to be at?
The Portland main one?
Yep.
I'm gonna disclose it on my Instagram, so you have to. Yeah, I'm gonna disclose. Everybody keeps asking me the address and location, but follow me at Prince the Fit Barber, and you'll see the grand reveal really soon.
Awesome. All right, folks. For Eye on New England on News Talk New England and iHeartRadio, I'm Tiffany Williams. Remember, you don't have to be perfect. Just be yourself.
Well said.